What's up, hardware? Welcome to your WOD Brief for Wednesday the 29th. Today we've got on tap a practice session of some core work, some planks and some L-sits. And then we've got a burner of a leg workout, followed by a big old cool down. So here we go. Let's start with the warm up. 3 rounds of 10 plank heel taps, then 10 seated leg lifts on each leg. We've been doing these, but now we're gonna do them with one leg at a time. And then 10 reverse snow angels. This is just meant to light up your core and get you moving and ready to squeeze for planks and L-sits, okay? So the plank with the heel taps is going to be, let me see if I have enough room to do this. I might have to change angles. So the plank with the heel tap, if you can, you want to get into a plank. I'm forward enough here, not gonna hit my head.
Oh, you're fine.
Using my feet?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. So from here, I'm gonna push my hips back up into down dog and then try to touch either this heel or that heel, depending on what you want to do. And I'll come back and then switch. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 until I get to 10. Then I'm going to get myself in a seated leg lift position. We've been doing these compression leg lifts lately. Normally what we do is we try to reach as forward as you can and lift your legs together. Today we're going to go single leg. So I'm going to reach as far as I can forward while getting some lift from my heel, which is probably not going to be too far. This is a very humbling move. And I'm going to try to lift one leg for 10 reps. All right? If I can go further, that'd be, oh boy. But we got 3 rounds of that, so take it easy. It's meant to be a warm-up. 10 and 10. And then our lovely reverse snow angels. So I'm going to lift my chest, pull my shoulder blades back, and make a snow angel, but face down. Just trying to get all those back muscles warmed up. So 3 rounds of that, 10, 10, and 10. Then we're moving on into part 1, which is going to be 2 rounds of, this is kind of practicey, but it should burn pretty good in the midsection. You're gonna have 2 minutes to accumulate time in the most challenging plank that you can. Okay, 2 minutes is a long time. You're not necessarily meant to hold this plank for 2 minutes. This is meant to be 2 minutes of free time for you to try the hardest plank that you can. So if you struggle with a plank and you struggle to make it 30 seconds or a minute of a plank, then that's a great challenging variation for you. If you are looking to spice things up, there are any number of variations. You can go a single arm, you can go single leg. One of the hardest ones for me, contralateral, meaning one arm and one leg on the opposite side. Those are super tough. You can do all kinds of crazy things. I've seen people go up, back this way, and then come through with a knee and hold that knee up position, and then come back up and hold with the knee. Anything that has you facing down, you could do forearm to hands. That's going to come back later this week. Forearms up to hands, down to forearms, up to hands. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. Let's try it on the hardwood. You could jump them up to hands. Oh my gosh, I almost fell on my face. So you can try anything you want, but you've got 2 minutes to try to accumulate time in a challenging plank. Then 1 minute to rest. Then we're gonna do the same thing, but with the L-sit, okay? So the L-sit is much harder. If you are someone who's been working on these with us and they're coming along, you can do something like, trying to get something like a stack of books or yoga blocks to lift yourself and practice maybe a tuck sit, where I'm tucking my knees in. Try to lengthen that out. Try to lengthen that out as much as you can. You can do that on chairs. You can do that just in that compression sit. That way, all are good options. If you are coming along with this one of the things I want to challenge you to do is try to get your hips kind of in front of your hands. They probably won't be in front of, but oftentimes when we press up, the instinct is for your butt to go backwards, like this. You can see my butt is behind the level of my hands. The next step up in getting that compression is swinging those hips through to try to get yourself here. And holding in that position. So sometimes a A drill that I've seen from some gymnasts is to do that in a swinging motion, so that you can't quite hold it, but you can swing it. So if I'm here, up, something like that, that would be a nice challenge if you're someone who's really coming along with the L sit, okay? So 2 minutes to do as much L sitting as you can. Let me tell you, you don't need 2 minutes. That's gonna be a lot of resting for me. Then 1 minute of rest, all right? Plank, rest, L sit, rest for 2 rounds. Then we'll move on to, oh boy, this is gonna be a burner. So this is gonna be 5 rounds. Each round is gonna be 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. That's a bad sign. Whenever I see a workout that is 2 minute rounds, I know I gotta go fast, okay? What we're doing for our 2 minutes on is going to be 30 jumping jacks, just regular jumping jacks, and then 30 mountain climbers. That is just meant to be a buy-in. That's meant to get you really out of breath. As fast as you can, 30 jumping jacks, 30 mountain climbers. Then with whatever time you have left, hopefully about a minute, you're gonna accumulate as many air squats as you can. So that might be more than 50 per round for 5 rounds. All right, this is gonna get spicy on the legs, okay? If you are someone who has other cardio at home, not many people do, but enough of you do that I wanna address it. Feel free to swap out the jumping jacks and mountain climbers with something like 250 row, a 500 meter C2 bike, a 200 meter run, something that's about a minute of tough cardio. 1 minute of jump rope, 1 minute of double unders, 100 double unders, something like that. All we're looking for is like 1 hard minute of cardio, and then as many air squats as you can for the other minute. 2 on, 2 off for 5 rounds. That's gonna be fun. Then for our cool down, because we're gonna desperately need to cool down, we're gonna do a little hamstring sequence. You wanna find something that's relatively elevated. We're gonna start with just a straight leg and kind of working your hips or your upper body and your hips back and forth as easy as you can. And then what I wanna do is I actually wanna bend this leg and I wanna push into this hamstring and then push my butt back, push in and back, so that we're kind of mobilizing this hamstring group, but in an active way and not necessarily just going, oh God, that workout was hard, and just sort of flopping over. We're keeping it active today, pushing through, keeping those muscles working as we relax them. We're gonna do 2 minutes on this leg, 2 minutes on this leg. Then we're gonna do 2 minutes for your upper body of puppy dog pose. This is very similar to like a child's pose situation, but we're looking to keep your hips over your knees. So I'm gonna back myself up here. But normally in sort of a child's pose, you would push your hips back. What I want you to do here is keep your hips lined up over your knees so your hips stay really high, and then you're gonna try to get your face, chin, or if you're super flexible, and I'm not, I've seen people get their chest and throat to the ground. So I'm gonna walk it out here and just try to, oh, it's good. It's good for the upper back. And we're gonna relax into that position for 2 minutes. Super good for your, what we call T-spine, your thoracic spine, which has been taking a serious beating when it comes to at-home life. I'm seeing myself in these videos and I'm going, oh my God, I'm getting a hunch on my back. Like, it's really, really hard to fight, even if you're doing your best. So that is one. Be sure you don't miss that one. Open it up with that puppy dog pose for your T-spine, okay? Big, big day here on Wednesday. And then remember that tomorrow we're gonna have Oli, and then also an extra ab session, an optional extra ab session on Thursday. So enjoy this workout and we'll see you tomorrow.